Namaste, ma'am, and welcome to Shri Podcast TS US Unplugged, chapter number 3, The Shri Way. I am glad that you could be with us today and will help us and our listeners about the uniqueness of this alluring and unique group of schools, the Shri Ram Universal School. So, ma'am, let me integrate it with my very first question, which is what, according to you, is unique about Shri Philosophy?
Namaste, Pavan ma'am, and thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. So this is a very frequently asked question, but a very pertinent question also. So the Shri Philosophy was envisioned by Shri late Mrs. Manju Bharatram, who was the founder of the Shri Ram schools. And this is encapsulated in its motto, which is Vidya Dadati Vinayam, which translates to education fosters humility. And this actually talks about the intrinsic relationship between knowledge and humility. And at the core, there is a belief that every child has innate potential. Hence, the approach is to draw forth the inherent abilities of each child and provide the necessary encouragement and the environment so that the child can blossom. And also, I must mention that in line with the principles of inclusive education, the school has adopted a thoughtful philosophy with effective teaching methods to include every child so that there are no differences. Every difference is accepted and embraced. And that's how we are able to bring forth the potential of each child and also cultivate an atmosphere which is conducive both to learning and personal growth.
So, ma'am, moving ahead, since we know that we've got many branches in India, so how do we ensure that the same curriculum, the lesson plans or co-curricular activities are followed and implemented religiously in all the boughs of the Shri Ram schools?
Now that is a wonderful question. To ensure consistency across all schools is a tall order, and that is where Shri Educare Limited comes into play. So we are the academic partners for all the schools. So we have a specialized team focusing on developing the curriculum and also ensuring its alignment with the recent advancements and reforms in the education sector. As we all know that we are in a very dynamic space where the education and the curricula is concerned, and there's constant changes that happens in the environment. So Shri Educare, the team in the Shri Educare Limited, ensures that our curriculum is completely aligned to all the changes that are happening in the environment. And also we have our ERP, which is called Shri Connect, which is the central repository for all our lesson plans, the curriculum, the progression, question banks, you name it, and these are easily accessible to all our teachers at just a click of a button. And they can even create their own question papers from the question bank that we have uploaded on the Shri Connect. And apart from that, what we do is we have a team that conducts training programs. So 50 plus hours of training programs are conducted by our team. And we also have, collaborative platforms for teachers to come together. So for example, there is a maths collaborative platform, and all the teachers teaching math, right from Jammu, the school in Jammu to the school in Chennai, they all come together on a common platform. We discuss, changes in the environment or best practices, or what are the latest in the global scenario. All that is shared. So all these methods ensure that the curriculum is known to everyone, and they are aware of what are the how it is uploaded, where can they see the lesson plans. All that is made known to them. Apart from that, we also have audits to ensure that everyone is following the methodology which the Shri schools prescribe, which is that every child is unique, differentiation in the classroom, and enrichment, remediation, all that is happening across the board in a very uniform manner. Of course, regionally schools may be a little different, and the ask may be a little different, but by and large, the essence at the core, we maintain complete uniformity across all the schools. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, that's so, ma'am. Moving ahead, would you like to share any one experience wherein The Shri differentiators have been implemented in the best possible way in the classroom.
Yeah, so we do have many Shri differentiators, but this one is really close to my heart, which is deed. And deed is a unique approach which combines debate, elocution, extempore, and drama. And this is to enhance the learning experiences of our students. We all know that, every child has a very different way of learning. So when we, combine this, these different aspects into a differentiator called deed, learning becomes, fun for the children, experiential for the children. So one would, looking at the, what I've just enhanced about deed, one would think that it happens in an English classroom, But I had a very wonderful experience of witnessing deed in a science classroom. So here, the teacher had divided the children into groups. And the problem statement that she shared was, if renewable energy is the future of sustainable power. And, the children quickly got into action. They researched and, they had their own, some devices also, they had books also, and then they, got into action. And then, a group of children, they got into a debate, so there were the children who were speaking for and against the motion, and, very beautifully they articulated, their thoughts. And then,
very true, ma'am. Correct me if I'm wrong. So these things help, no doubt that children are understanding in depth about the topic. But I think it will remain with them for a longer period of time. They'll comprehend it in a better way. It's not like that I like history and I don't like sciences. So, ma'am, we've got two beautiful children with us, and they have to ask some questions related to Shri Philosophy and our curriculum.
Please help me understand the ways and means to have my pride for my culture and heritage intact in distractive Gen Z world.
Thank you so much for asking me that question. And the fact that you acknowledge that it is important to have pride in one's culture is half the battle won. So let me share a few quick tips. The first and foremost I would say is to educate yourself. Take time to understand the history, traditions, and values of your culture. Read books, watch documentaries, and engage with knowledgeable individuals who can provide some insights. And who better than elders and the community that we live in? You can spend some time with elders in your family or with the community, and you can, they can share stories and experiences with you. And there's another way, you can participate in cultural events and festivities, music shows, art, exhibitions. So when you participate in these kind of, activities, you can learn, you can become aware. And when you are aware and when you learn, the pride very naturally grows, in you. And there are some interesting sound and light shows also which talks about our culture. And then, once you are equipped, what you can do further is to become a cultural ambassador. You can engage in discussions with students in different schools, promote a cultural exchange program during student exchanges. You can have, student exchanges with Indian as well as international schools. And also you can showcase what you've learned. Now what?
I think because that's the identity of every human being, so we should not be forgetting that. I think that answers our question. So let me share screen and let's see what other child has to say now.
Have you ever experienced a child that is perplexed initially and became a confident and successful human
I
being?
told you there are many more such success stories, and the main reason children are able to come out of their own whatever distractedness or difficulty in learning or even difficulty in adjusting in a school environment because of that one teacher who does not give up on the child. So we are very fortunate to have Shri educators in our school. And every Shri educator is an empathetic teacher. She is not only interested, in imparting the knowledge or, sharing the curriculum or the exams or assessments. She is also interested in the development of each and every child. And when a teacher does not give up on a student, the student does blossom sooner or later. Thank you. That's all I wanted to share.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was extremely empowering. And Sudha, ma'am, I've been listening to you, I've been talking to you for quite a long time now, so I've always learned from you. And I think Shri it's in itself is a very, very unique place to be in, and very, very strong four core values we follow. So we will end up with this, and I would like you to give us one closing statement.
So thank you so much. I would really like to share that this is a wonderful initiative, Pawan ma'am. Many of us feel that we know, हमें सब कुछ आता है. We know this. This is also something we know. But how to put it into practice is when you revisit every aspect again and again, and then you are going to better your best. And that is what pursuit of excellence is all about, which is also one of our core values. And I feel this is a wonderful initiative, and I'm sure our viewers and listeners are going to really benefit from this. And we can also ourselves revisit and better our best as we move along. And I wish the school and you and your team all the very best for this wonderful initiative and taking it forward in such a beautiful way.
Thank you so much, Sudha ma'am, from the entire team, and grateful that you could spare out time from your busy schedule today. Thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Namaste.
Namaste.